The Alaska Airlines pilot accused of attempting to crash a plane mid-flight is now speaking out about what led him allegedly attempting to bring the plane down. And the couple suspected of the murder of an 8-year-old Pasco boy have now been extradited back to Franklin County to face charges.
There's a chance of showers in the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain regions to start our work week, and some are starting off with some morning fog. We're getting ready for a cloudy Monday.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner.
I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And it's going to be, you're saying, a cloudy morning out there, maybe a good sunrise.
Definitely. I'm very excited. We had kind of a cloudy weekend, a very windy weekend if you got outside, especially on our Veterans Day. It was such a windy day out. I feel like all of the leaves from the trees kind of fell, so started that a little earlier maybe.
I did appreciate the warm weather though, so if you were out there cleaning up those leaves, then you had some pleasant weather to do it in.
Definitely. So let's take a live look outside right now through our Columbia Point Skycam in Richland. We are starting out with a chance of showers for your Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. Once again, that chance of showers today, slightly above average temps and cloudy conditions for your Monday ahead. Let's take a look at our radar this morning. We see some remnants of some shower activity that's been moving northeast across our region. That's going to be heading out of our region this morning. Temperatures right now mostly in the 30s to the 40s, so the lower 30s to the lower 40s across most of our region. Freezing right now in Yakima. Let's take a look at our plan for ahead. Lots of clouds across our entire region today. Lower 50s for the Yakima area. In the Tri-Cities, we're seeing lots of clouds and lower 50s as well. And if we take a look in Walla Walla, chance of showers for Walla Walla and the Tri-Cities today. Lots of cloud activity all around. We'll talk about where and when these showers are happening in my full forecast, but for now I'll send it back to Alyssa.
Thanks, Riley. The Washington State Patrol is investigating after 2 people died in a head-on crash near Benton City on Sunday. Authorities say the crash happened on I-82 about 3 miles east of Benton City just before 2:30 in the morning. Both drivers, a 20-year-old from Kennewick and a 76-year-old from Prosser, died there at the scene. 2 people in a third vehicle were hurt and had to be taken to the hospital. A 4th driver involved in the crash was not hurt. Authorities say they do believe drugs or alcohol were involved, and they believe that one of the drivers was going the wrong way on I-82, but that crash is still under investigation this morning. An Alaska Airlines pilot accused of trying to shut off the engines of a plane mid-flight is speaking out. 44-year-old Joseph Emerson is charged with 83 counts of attempted murder. He told the New York Times that during the incident on October 22nd, he was affected by psychedelic mushrooms taken during a weekend getaway here in Washington to commemorate the death of his best friend. Emerson said he had been dealing with persistent depression since his friend's death and thought he was dreaming. He said he never intended to hurt anyone and also admitted that he feared he could be grounded from flying because of his depression. Emerson's arraignment is set for November 30th. The city of Ellensburg is issuing an apology after their November 6th city council meeting was, quote, the target of hate speech by online participants using fake names, end of quote. That was during the public comment section after the council asked the attendees if anyone wanted to speak about issues not covered on the agenda. For about 10 minutes, people attending via Zoom addressed the council using racial slurs, demanding they take a stance on Israel and promoting white supremacy. At one point, one of the speakers, when told by members of the council he was out of line, admitted he was using hate speech, but said, quote, hate speech is free speech, end quote. The city of Ellensburg released an apology on its social media page saying it was sorry to any member of our community who felt uncomfortable, upset, or threatened by the incident, adding, we draw a clear line when it comes to hate speech and discrimination. Such behavior is not and will never be tolerated in Ellensburg. Later this morning on Good Morning Northwest, we'll get deeper into what city councils can do to stop this from happening during a public meeting and hear the city of Ellensburg's response to the questions being raised by the public about why it took so long for the council to shut this down. But first, a couple charged in the death of 8-year-old Edgar Cassian have now been extradited from Mexico to face charges in Franklin County. This after U.S. Marshals arrested the couple in Mexico all the way back in March. Edgar Salvador Cassian Garcia of Pasco and his girlfriend, Araceli Medina, stand charged in Franklin County with aggravated murder of a child, rape in the first degree of another child, 3 counts of assault of a child in the first degree. There had been a missing persons investigation into the disappearance of 8-year-old Edgar Cassian Jr., who had been missing since September of 2020. That following February, hikers found the body of a child in Benton County that was later identified as Edgar Jr. A partnership led by the Port of Kennewick is now getting state recognition for progress on Clover Island. Over the past couple of decades, the port has worked with the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation, the Army Corps of Engineers, the State Recreation and Conservation Office, the county, and the city to stabilize the shoreline of Clover Island and to create a riverfront destination.
Back in the day, people were like, why, what? You're building a lighthouse? We're not calling ships from sea, but it created an iconic element that people are like, oh, meet me at the lighthouse. Let's go walk. Let's bike that trail. It was an element of interest in this end of town that had not had an investment for a long time.
Now, according to the Deputy CEO of the Port of Kennewick, this process took a lot of long-term planning and some improvements that might not be obvious at first glance. We'll talk more about that coming up later on Good Morning Northwest. And it might be a good day to get out there and walk along the riverfront. Riley Fitzgerald joins us live for another quick look at your forecast.
We do have some fog in Yakima this morning and showers on the way for Walla Walla and the Tri-Cities. I'll have your extended forecast coming up.
And yesterday, the Seahawks looked to right the ship after a lackluster outing against the Ravens last week. We're going to bring you highlights from Seattle next on Good Morning Northwest.
During the Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spent and watch the savings add up. Check out doorbusters while they last, plus 6 years no interest. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Save with Bi-Mart's latest membership-only savings book, posted now at bimart.com. You'll find 16 pages of holiday favorites and store-wide savings. Martinelli's sparkling cider is just $2.99. Hickory Farm sausage or cheese is just $5.99. Plus, save $50 on a Samsung 55-inch 4K smart TV, now just $349.99. The savings continue with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
What I want people to know about New America's involvement is that it's genuine and that we care.
That's why I work at a company that supports the community, because we're a part of it.
It's important to give back to the community you live in. I grew up needing help from the community, so for me to be able to give back has always been so special.
We are truly here to help, and we're passionate about it.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month. Free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
Why did you choose Sunset Gardens?
I had Skip's urn at home for 2 years. In my mind, when Skip passed and I had him cremated, that urn was always going to be at home. But what I realized is that there was no closure. So in placing him and giving him that honor, I know that his spirit is now soaring where it should be, and mine is soaring where it should be.
See what makes Sunset Gardens the perfect choice for your loved ones.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months, plus save up to $800.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
It's the Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, or save up to $200 on our entire Denver Mattress brand lineup, plus 6 years no interest and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. It's just before 5:10 on your Monday morning, and the Washington Commanders were in Seattle yesterday to face the Seahawks as Geno Smith and the Hawks were hoping to bounce back after a rough Week 9. So let's get into it. While Seattle had a hard time scoring the ball last week, they would have those problems yesterday. The Commanders and the Seahawks would go back and forth all day long. We're seeing, there we go, there's the Seahawks. And it would come down to a field goal attempt with just 3 seconds left on the clock. Now, Seattle's Jason Myers would nail that 43-yard field goal with no time left. Seahawks take a nail-biter, 29-26, and a bit of a trend there, actually. This was one of 5 NFL games to end with field goals in regulation on the same day, which is actually a new record. Now, on Saturday, the number 5 ranked Washington Huskies would put together their undefeated season on the line against the visiting number 18 Utah Utes. The Huskies offense would keep things going in this one as quarterback Michael Penix Jr. would throw for 332 yards and 2 touchdowns. Running back Dylan Johnson would rack up 104 yards and 1 touchdown, but it would be the defense that sealed the win for the Huskies here, following up with a safety in the third with an interception to close out the game, and the Huskies continue their undefeated season 35-28. In California, though, a rough weekend for the Cougs. They essentially needed a victory against Cal to keep their bowl hopes alive. Despite a near comeback in the fourth quarter, the Cougs just couldn't quite pull off the win. Now, they'll host Colorado on Friday evening with the Apple Cup less than 2 weeks away now, November 25th at Husky Stadium. Coming up, we're talking about concerning reports regarding the world's climate as new data details just how hot 2023 has been. And Riley Fitzgerald returns with a look at your not so hot local First Alert forecast when we come back.
This Monday night matchup takes center stage. Russell Wilson leads Broncos country as they ride into Buffalo. Can Josh Allen and the high-flying offense seal another win for Bills Mafia? Broncos Bills on ABC.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
No insurance? No problem. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, our membership plan starts at just $79 and costs only $35 a month. That's 2 cleanings, x-rays, and much more for just $35 a month. Learn more at WRFDC.com or PDPNW.com. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Did you know someone in the United States is diagnosed with diabetes every 19 seconds? Get more information about diabetes now at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Diabetes Awareness Month, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Dear road rivals, you may have 4 wheels, headlights, and a similar build, but our resemblance ends right there. You see, the Camry's been named best-selling car in America. But cheer up, wannabe twinsies. If you try harder, maybe you can catch up. Later, Toyota.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
One good round deserves another at Zentel Creek Golf Club in Kennewick. Stay warm inside with state-of-the-art golf simulators, or book banquet space for your next family or professional event. Weekends liven up with select live music events throughout the season. Go to zentelcreek.com to find the list of live music options. And make reservations for golf, dinner, drinks, and fun all year round.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and donating $1,000 to their favorite charities. To nominate someone who's making a difference in Benton and Franklin counties, just click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We are starting off our week with a chance of showers, specifically in the Tri-Cities and the Blue Mountain region. We do have above average temps today for your Monday, and definitely some cloudy conditions that are continuing through our region. We are seeing this morning little remnants of a shower activity moving across our region, but we're going to be getting a little bit more later. Let's take a look at our futurecast, where we see some shower activity move into the Tri-Cities by later this morning and out over to the Blues by this afternoon. Most likely chances of seeing showers are in the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla today. Overnight, some more showers are picking up towards the Blue Mountain region, Pendleton and Walla Walla throughout your Tuesday morning. And once again, we're going to be seeing some overnight showers for your Tuesday night into your Wednesday morning. They might persist into your Wednesday morning just a little bit, but for today, some showers in the Tri-Cities and in Walla Walla this morning. Let's take a look at our wind speeds this morning. We are going to be seeing lower winds for your day today, except in the Ellensburg area, wind gusts up to 18 miles per hour, but otherwise wind speeds are staying pretty low. Temperatures right now mostly in the 30s and the 40s, 32 in Yakima and Ellensburg, otherwise staying mostly in the lower 40s to start out your day this morning, so still pretty chilly making your way outside. Let's take a look at our highs for today. Mid to lower 50s for the Yakima area. If we take a look in the Mid-Columbia, we're seeing mid to lower 50s as well. A little warmer in the Walla Walla region, and the Blue Mountains, we're seeing mid 50s all around. Let's take a look at our lows for this evening. We do see mostly cloudy conditions as tonight. We are a little bit cooler tonight than we were this morning. We do see some 20s on the forecast. Otherwise, Tri-Cities, Walla Walla staying warmer, mostly in the upper 30s. But Yakima and Ellensburg, we're seeing the upper 20s tonight, mostly cloudy conditions. If we take a look at our 7-day forecast, in Yakima, we are seeing that fog for this morning. Lots of clouds to start out our week, and we do see more sun towards the end of it. Overnight lows are staying below freezing in Yakima just about all week long. Highs in the upper 40s and the lower 50s. If we take a look in the Tri-Cities, mostly the upper 40s after today, but overnight lows are picking up Tuesday and into Wednesday. They are dropping back down after Wednesday's showers, but more sun, the most sun is expected for your Thursday. Chance of shower activity picking up on your Wednesday and today. Lots of cloud coverage to start out your work week. In Walla Walla, showers for today and Wednesday, and possibly even Sunday as well. Upper 40s, lower 50s for your temps. Overnight lows are above freezing until we get to Thursday. Lots of clouds throughout the week. So today we have showers in the Blue Mountain region and in the Tri-Cities. Lots of cloud coverage all around our regions, but we're going to be seeing some great conditions, otherwise mostly 50s across our entire region. Let's send it back to Alyssa.
Thanks, Riley. Now, scientists have compared this year's soaring temperatures, fierce wildfires, powerful storms, and devastating floods to a disaster movie. They're saying that's all a direct impact of extraordinarily high temperatures globally that they say is due to climate change. New data reveals just how unprecedented the global heat has been. According to the nonprofit research group Climate Central, for the last 12 months, ending in October, Earth has been the warmest it's ever been in at least 125,000 years. And a second report by the European Union's Copernicus Climate Change Service declared 2023 the hottest ever recorded. Now, global warming is a long trend that scientists say is driven mainly by the burning of the planet, heating fossil fuels. Yet governments are set to produce more than double the amount of fossil fuels that would be consistent with meeting climate goals, according to a report published by the United Nations last week. The U.S. Government Accountability Office has released a new report showing that Washington needs to do more when it comes to helping salmon in the Puget Sound survive. The report blames poor water quality as the major reason why salmon population in the Puget Sound is lower than it has been in the past. The report says that the EPA and the Washington Department of Ecology have failed to develop lists of bodies of water that don't meet quality standard. It also found that warm water and toxic chemicals in the Puget Sound are killing the fish. The Accountability Office recommends the EPA and the Department of Ecology work to develop a plan to meet required deadlines for Washington's impaired waters list. A follow-up this morning on a broken natural gas line in Pullman that forced a state of emergency, closed schools, offices, and left tens of thousands of people in the region without heat. The company that owns the gas line now says it has been repaired. According to utility Avista, over 96,000 customers have been impacted. Avista began the relighting process on Friday. Well, most people know that alcohol and caffeine can have a negative impact on your sleep. The University of Washington School of Medicine researchers decided to mix the two to see what would happen. Their initial findings were a little surprising. Researchers thought that mixing alcohol and caffeine would negatively impact sleep, but they said the people who drank coffee and alcohol seemed to do okay for a while. Researchers say the results, though, didn't last. Now, over the long term, researchers found that mixing alcohol and caffeine did eventually break down people's quality of sleep. And sitting too much may send you to an early death, putting you at a higher risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and other health issues. While one fairly obvious solution is to get up and exercise, another might surprise you, that is to get enough sleep. Swapping just 30 minutes of sitting for 30 minutes of sleeping every day lowered overall body mass by nearly 1 pound and cut about 2/3 of an inch from waistlines, according to a study published Thursday in the European Heart Journal. The study also found a similar benefit in weight loss and a reduction in waist circumference with people who replaced 30 minutes of sitting with an equal amount of standing or light activity like walking. So you could get to walking or get to snoozing. Now, when we return on Good Morning Northwest, while Sam's Club tends to cater to customers of more modest means, this year the wholesale retailer is selling an expensive Christmas gift for those with a little more cash to burn. We're taking a look at what's inside coming up.
If you missed out on getting a McRib in the past, here's your chance to get one before you miss out again. The McRib returns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Is Medicare planning the last thing on your list? If you're approaching retirement age, contact the professionals at Stand Fortier Insurance Services and get answers to all your Medicare insurance questions. Let Stand Fortier guide you through the Medicare maze. Stand Fortier Insurance Services, bringing clarity to the complex.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams.
Look at you. Okay, you ready?
Yeah. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
It's not what you park in your driveway that makes it home. At McCurley, we understand that. And that's why we go beyond the transaction to provide a complete ownership experience. Because it's the people, the experiences, and the memories awaiting you that make it home. And your vehicle is how you get there.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Subaru.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. It's 5:25 on your Monday morning, but if you're already thinking about your Christmas shopping and you're looking for something special for that special someone, maybe head to Sam's Club. That's a new one for me. Now, the warehouse retailer is selling one of the most dazzling options this holiday season.
Sam's Club's luxurious advent calendar is filled with fine jewelry. Each day, your loved one can open up a new piece of jewelry, including earrings, necklaces, and more. These fashionable pieces are made with premium quality materials, including 14-karat gold.
All right, the advent calendar comes in two versions, a 12-day calendar for $1,933, a 25-day calendar, more traditional, for $3,800. Of course, you will also need to be a Sam's Club member to purchase it.
That is quite the pricey gift this year.
I'm sure it would be exciting, though. I mean, if you're one of the people who needs like all of the gifts, that would maybe be an easy choice, and it fits everyone, right?
Exactly. Well, let's take a live look outside right now in Richland through the Columbia Point Skycam. It is so dark this morning, Alyssa. I can't wait for the sun to rise. We're going to have some clouds today, chance of showers in some regions. I'll have your first alert weather forecast. That's coming up.
All right, and still ahead on Good Morning Northwest, the U.S. retaliating after a growing number of attacks on bases housing U.S. troops in Iraq and Syria. And the new Speaker of the House has unveiled a government spending bill that could help avert a shutdown that's coming up at the end of the week.
In today's Tech Bites, some big changes expected for Apple's iPad. Online tech reports say Apple's entire iPad lineup will be refreshed next year. The updates reportedly include an all-new 13-inch iPad Air with an improved display. New iPad Pro and mini models are also expected. Threads is rolling out a new feature, a switch that lets you opt out of sharing your posts on both Instagram and Facebook. The automatic sharing function was intended to drive engagement. But things are looking up for Threads. Mark Zuckerberg reporting the platform now has 100 million monthly users. And the sun is getting in NASA's way. The space agency has been unable to communicate with its Mars robots for 2 weeks. It's because of a phenomenon called solar conjunction, when Earth and Mars are on opposite sides of the sun. The blackout ends Thanksgiving weekend. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Rhiannon Alley. Have a great day.
At Bombas, we make the comfiest socks, underwear, and T-shirts that feel good and do good. Because when you purchase one, we donate one to those in need. With 100 million donated so far, that's a whole lot of good. And good. And good. And good. Visit Bombas.com and get 20% off your first purchase. Bombas.
Feeling from a backed up gut? Miralax works naturally with the water in your body to help you go. Free your gut and your mood will follow. For 8 grams of fiber, try new Mira Fiber Gummies.
Just between us, you know what's better than mopping? Anything. Ugh. Well, I switched to Swiffer WetJet, and it's awesome. It's an all-in-one that absorbs dirt and grime deep inside.
And it helps prevent streaks and haze. WetJet is so worth it. Love it or your money back.
The United States conducting airstrikes in Syria over the past few weeks as the war between Israel and Hamas converges around Gaza's largest hospital. And as the government nears a financial shutdown once again, Republicans are floating a new 2-step funding bill.
There's a chance of showers in the Mid-Columbia and Blue Mountain regions to start our work week, and some are starting off with some morning fog. We're getting ready for this cloudy Monday.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner.
I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Riley, it's almost 5:30 on a Monday morning. It is very dark outside.
It is so very dark outside. Once daylight savings time hit, I was so excited because yay, we can finally see sunlight on our sky cams during our show.
Still gotta wait for it.
Still gotta wait for it, but we might see it in about an hour around the 6:30, 6:45 kind of zone. So stick around until then, or just head on outside around that time.
There you go.
We'll see that sunlight. Very excited for it as well. Let's take a live look outside right now through those sky cams in Richland, through the Columbia Point Skycam. Once again, it was a very, very dark morning. We're going to be seeing cloud coverage across our entire region today, so not a lot of sunlight, but it's still going to be out there. We're starting our week off with a chance of showers today. Above average temps for your Monday and some, once again, cloudy conditions to start off our work week. Let's take a look at our radar and satellite. We're seeing some remnants of some shower activity that was moving northeast through our region, but it's heading out of our areas right now only to start back up a little bit. We'll talk more about those showers on the way. Let's take a look at our current temps right now. We're going to be seeing mostly in the 40s, but we do have some 30s. So 30s in the Yakima-Ellensburg area, otherwise lower 40s basically across the region. Daily planner, lower 50s, all of this cloud coverage across our region today, lower 50s across our entire region. Lots of cloud coverage. We'll talk about when and where these showers are popping up coming up on my full forecast.
Thanks, Riley. Now let's talk about world headlines. In the Middle East, new U.S. airstrikes are targeting fighters reportedly supported by Iran. We're also learning more about the Americans taken hostage by Hamas. Those include a 3-year-old orphan. New video shows the vast destruction as Israel's war on Hamas rages in Gaza, which is the region's largest hospital, now apparently on the front lines. ABC's Justin Finch has the latest, beginning with those U.S. airstrikes.
A new escalation in the Middle East. The Pentagon says U.S. forces conducted new airstrikes in Syria, hitting facilities used by Iran's armed forces and militant groups supported by Iran. The targets, a weapons storage facility and a command center. An official confirms Iran-backed fighters were present at both locations. The sites are linked to at least 46 drone and rocket attacks on U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria since mid-October, which resulted in dozens of injuries. And now a helicopter crash in the region has left 5 U.S. service members dead. The chopper carrying Special Operations Forces went down in the eastern Mediterranean due to a mishap while conducting a routine air refueling mission during training. The troops were deployed to potentially evacuate American citizens kidnapped by Hamas. 9 Americans are still missing since the militant group attacked Israel on October 7th. We've now learned that among the American hostages is a 3-year-old whose parents were killed. Hamas still holding 239 hostages in all.
We know the number of missing, and that's the number the Israelis have given, but we don't know how many of those are still alive.
The war now raging near Gaza's largest hospital. Israel claims Hamas is running a command center beneath the facility. These premature babies have been removed from incubators due to a lack of electricity at the hospital. Israel has offered to help evacuate the newborns, but doctors say fighting outside has made that impossible. Israel's prime minister is rejecting calls for a ceasefire and will not commit to allowing Palestinians to govern Gaza after the war.
There has to be an overriding and overreaching Israeli military envelope, because we've seen any place that we leave, we just exit, give it to some other force. Very soon terrorism resurges, so we've achieved nothing.
Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Now, Netanyahu has also said there could be a potential hostage deal with Hamas, but would not give any more details on the negotiations. Later on Good Morning Northwest, we'll hear more about the U.S. service members killed during that helicopter crash. And there's growing anger in the Arab world against the United States because of strong support for Israel's military campaign in Gaza. That's according to American diplomats who have issued stark warnings to President Joe Biden's administration. Biden has been under growing pressure domestically and abroad over the U.S. support of Israel, sparked by images of destruction in Gaza and the dire humanitarian crisis in the region. According to a diplomatic telegram, the U.S. support for Israel's actions is being seen as material and moral culpability in what they consider to be possible war crimes. The administration has resisted calls for a ceasefire, but officials have worked to ramp up aid going into Gaza and pushed for humanitarian pauses to allow more assistance to flow into the enclave and to allow civilians to flee from the fighting. We are less than a week away from a possible government shutdown once again, and new House Speaker Mike Johnson unveiled a proposal on Saturday he's hoping will avoid that. Sources say he's proposing a 2-step plan to fund the government. The first part of the bill would extend funding until January 19th. It would provide money for military construction, Veterans Affairs, energy, and water. The second part would extend funding until February 2nd and cover the rest of the government. Funding would stay at current levels. No aid for Israel is included in this proposal, and it's unclear if the Senate would go along with the House's Republican-backed plan. Moody's has lowered the credit outlook of the United States from negative to negative from stable on Friday. The move increases the chances that it will downgrade the United States' credit worthiness and will lose its last outstanding credit rating of AAA. Moody's cited the nation's worsening fiscal strength and extreme partisanship in Washington as contributing factors behind the move. Again, this comes as we are just a week away from a possible government shutdown. Standard & Poor's downgraded the U.S. for the first time in 2011 following a debt ceiling standoff. Fitch ratings followed suit this past August after the most recent debt ceiling debate. Now let's take a look at your local forecast. Riley Fitzgerald returns with a look at that.
We've got fog in Yakima this morning and showers on the way for Walla Walla and the Tri-Cities. I'll have your extended forecast coming up.
And a new AAA forecast predicting a busy travel season this Thanksgiving that could lead to plenty of headaches for the upcoming holiday.
Need to satisfy your craving for cheesy, smoky, gooey grill perfection? Oh yeah! Taco Time's cheesy Chipotle chicken quesadilla. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side, and confidence in your real estate journey.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue, or get a low $399 per month lease on Frontier. Better hurry, these offers won't be back in stock.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Youth Ride Free with BFT. Check your student ID for the BFT logo. Show it to the driver and ride free. Don't have a BFT logo sticker on your ID? Ask your school how to get yours.
Are your closets overflowing? Is your garage filled with things you no longer need? When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing space in your home, you're creating opportunities for those in need. By donating or shopping at Goodwill, you actively contribute to local employment opportunities and help individuals find work within your community. So donate your gently used items to Goodwill, and together we can transform lives and build a brighter future. Goodwill. There's more behind the store.
Thanksgiving is November 23rd, and Honey Baked Ham has exactly what your gathering needs. Whole turkeys, fully cooked and perfectly seasoned, just heat and serve. Turkey breasts, deliciously smoked or oven roasted. Or our famous slow-cooked spiral-cut hams, hand-glazed and caramelized to perfection. Complete your feast with one of our incredible sides and delicious desserts. So many choices! Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard in the Planet Fitness Shopping Center. Or call 509-579-5855. Put Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
Tonight on Apple Valley News Now Primetime, Stacey Lee talks with Gary, the very first Golden Bachelor, about the show, our local bachelorette, and more. Stacey Lee one-on-one with a Golden Bachelor, tonight following football on Apple Valley News Now Primetime.
Need to satisfy your craving for cheesy, smoky, gooey grill perfection? Oh yeah! Taco Time's cheesy Chipotle chicken quesadilla. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back. It is 5:39 on your Monday morning, and if you're planning to leave home Thanksgiving weekend, brace yourself. AAA's Thanksgiving travel forecast is out, and it predicts one of the busiest travel holidays on record. That's on top of complications like a possible government shutdown. Amy Kiley reports on what to expect.
A AAA forecast out today predicts this Thanksgiving will be the third busiest on record for travelers. It estimates over 55 million people will venture 50 or more miles from home, and travelers could face more headaches than just congestion. Los Angeles is scrambling to reopen this critical section of I-10 after a devastating fire over the weekend.
This is an emergency. This is not going to be resolved in 1 or 2 days.
A possible government shutdown this coming weekend would have a broader impact. The White House is warning airline passengers could face long wait times and delays.
November 2.
The U.S. already has a shortage of air traffic controllers. A shutdown could make that worse.
That would force the FAA to suspend hiring, close its training academy, delay the pipeline of new controllers, delay modernization.
TSA employees would have to work without paychecks.
From what I hear, we're looking to surpass some records here in Atlanta over this travel holiday season. So to be in a government shutdown during that time is not going to be good.
Workers at Atlanta Hartsfield-Jackson Airport say they're especially concerned.
Atlanta is the busiest airport in the world. So, a slowdown here slows down everything else, and we just do not want that happening.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Well, and with that looming possible shutdown, Americans are becoming increasingly pessimistic about the overall economy. That's according to the University of Michigan's measure of consumer sentiment. The report shows a drop of 5% between this month and the last based on their preliminary November data. It makes this the 4th consecutive month of decline. A university spokesperson says high interest rates, the ongoing wars in Ukraine and Israel appear to be spurring that negativity. The report indicates that younger and lower income consumers are souring towards the economy at an even faster rate. Secret shoppers will monitor and essentially score the federal government's student loan repayment process. That as federal student loan payments resumed in October. The Department of Education says workers will navigate the loan process as if they were borrowers. Their aim is to detect errors, and employees will monitor phone calls between borrowers and customer service reps and then rate their performance. Before you tuck your kids into bed tonight, there's something you should know. Thousands of children's nightgowns have been recalled because of a burn hazard. The recall affects more than 13,000 nightgowns sold by iMoon-ZZZ. They were sold exclusively on Amazon from this past March through June. According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the nightgowns failed to meet the flammability standards for children's sleepwear. So far, no injuries have been reported, but consumers should stop using them and contact the company for a refund. Coming up, recess isn't required in schools, but should it be? When we come back, we're going to take a look at recess access across the country, and we'll return with a look at your first alert weather forecast coming up next.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop. Specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, home decor, and all things fall. We're unique and we're here for all of life's occasions. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Okay, so I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but US Cellular has a new deal where you can get literally any Samsung Galaxy for free.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
And it's just in time for gift giving season too.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
I'm gifting mine to my son.
Excuse me, it's work. Talk to me.
What a boss.
New and current customers can get any Samsung Galaxy free. Get the gift of connection at US Cellular.
Tonight, it's Monday Night Football on Apple Valley News Now, as Russell Wilson and the Broncos take on the Bills. The Broncos, the Bills, followed by a special Apple Valley News Now prime time. Watch tonight.
Next live, Michael C. Hall plus Jeannie Mai.
My daughter told me, if I sit in the audience, you're not going to put me on camera, right? I swear, I promise, I won't, Lola.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
At Spec Buick GMC, we love Black Friday deals, and that's why we're giving them to you all month long. Get your best deal on a new Sierra, a stylish Terrain, or any one of our 100 of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Many new vehicles are marked down with holiday bonus cash deals and have special low interest rates too. With no payments until February, great rates and Black Friday deals every day. Why wait? Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
The clock is ticking down to turkey time, and you know we got the deals. During the Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row. Shop today because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spent and watch the savings add up. And with the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed, it's the perfect time to design a new living room, dining room, bedroom, or fall into a new mattress. Check out doorbusters while they last, plus 6 years no interest. There's a lot to be thankful for during the Black Friday Super Sale. On now at Furniture Row.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. A live look outside right now in Richland through the Columbia Point Skycam. It's still dark. We're waiting for that sunrise. Let's take a look at what's ahead. We do have a chance of showers to start off our week, mostly in the Blue Mountain region and the Columbia Basin. Slightly above average temps for your Monday, but not too much above our average. We do have some cloudy conditions that are definitely continuing from our weekend and will continue for the next couple of days. We're seeing some remnants of some shower activity moving across our region, but we also see the starts of some shower activity picking up down below our region. That's going to be heading across our areas in just a little bit. So let's take a look at our future cast where we see those showers making their way across to our region by later on this morning, crossing into the Walla Walla area as well for our afternoon. So the Tri-Cities might see some shower activity late this morning into our afternoon, as well as the Walla Walla area, clearing up over the course of the day, picking back up towards Tuesday morning, especially in the Pendleton area and along the Blues. We're going to be seeing it hanging out just for a little bit for our Tuesday morning, once again out of our region by the evening. Then we see overnight Tuesday night into Wednesday, some more shower activity picking up in the overnight period, possibly hanging out in the Walla Walla area for our Wednesday. So let's take a look at our wind speeds right now. They're staying pretty low across our entire region, but we are going to be seeing some wind gusts, especially in the Ellensburg area today, up to 18 miles per hour, but otherwise wind speeds are staying low across the rest of our areas today. If we take a look at our temperatures right now, we're seeing some 30s and some 40s in the Mid-Columbia and the Blue Mountain region, mostly upper 30s, lower 40s this morning. But if we take a look in the Yakima area, we're down to 31 and 32 in Ellensburg and Yakima, so staying pretty chilly this morning in a lot of our areas. Let's take a look at our highs for today, mostly in the mid to lower 50s in the Yakima Valley. In the Mid-Columbia, we're seeing mid to lower 50s as well, and in the Blue Mountain region, mid-50s for the most part across that area. Let's take a look at our temperatures for tonight. Mostly cloudy conditions for this evening. Tonight is going to be a little cooler than it was this morning. We do see some 20s, especially in the Ellensburg area and Yakima, heading into Toppenish as well. Some of our areas are seeing freezing temperatures, not Walla Walla and not the Tri-Cities, but otherwise we're staying very cool. Let's take a look at our temperature trend today. We are just above that line for our temperature trend, above our averages, settling down, kind of hugging the average line over the next couple of days, popping back up for Sunday, but otherwise we're staying above average today, below average the rest of the week. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. We are seeing that fog in Yakima for today. Lots of clouds to start out our week as well, and we see some more sun towards the end of the week. Overnight lows are staying below freezing in Yakima all week. Highs are upper 40s, lower 50s. In the Tri-Cities, mostly upper 40s after today. Overnight lows are picking up Tuesday into Wednesday, but drop back down after Wednesday's potential showers. Most sun is expected for our Thursday. Let's take a look in Walla Walla on our 7-day forecast. In Walla Walla, showers for today and Wednesday, upper 40s, lower 50s. Overnight lows are freezing until Thursday. Lots of clouds throughout the week, especially today. That shower activity for today, cloudy conditions. Let's send it back to Alyssa.
Thanks, Riley. It is American Education Week, and one important aspect of the American education is time to get out of the classroom, play tag, jump rope, or have a go at the monkey bars. We're talking about recess. ABC's Morgan Norwood is taking a look at recess and how it plays into the school day.
To many, recess is a classic part of the school day. Time to just be kids.
The rest of the day, they're told who to sit next to and how to sit and where to stand and when to stand. The recess time is the time when they really have a break from that.
But not all kids in the U.S. get equal access to recess every day. Dr. Kathy Ramstetter, a founding member of the Global Recess Alliance, says sometimes recess gets replaced with more class time, or recess is taken away as a punishment. But studies show that kids who are more active are actually better learners and perform better academically.
We could look at Japan, South Korea, and Finland as countries that consistently perform at the top of the world in academics and mandate and allow for 60 plus minutes a day of outside time and recess. And so the idea that recess and academics aren't compatible, the data just don't support.
Dr. William Massey, a professor at Oregon State University who researches the intersection of play and child development, says some states are now putting more emphasis on recess, passing new legislation just this year. Daily recess is currently mandatory in only 12 states.
Studies have shown that children who get more than 20 minutes a day of recess are more on task in the classroom than kids who don't get that 20-minute marker.
And it's not just about the amount of time allotted for recess, but the quality of that break in the day, a problem often affecting children at under-resourced schools.
You know, is it just a barren blacktop with chain link fence around it and nets that aren't even there on basketball hoops? We have to think about how we resource the schools, how we train and prepare monitors, how we organize this space, and that we maximize the use of the resources that we do have, and we find other ways to really pay attention to the way we put recess together.
Experts say the best way to find out if your child is having quality recess each day is to ask them. And if you're not satisfied with that answer, link up with other parents and community members through the PTA and Facebook groups.
A lot of recess legislation that's happened over the past 10 years, parents have been the driving force. Parents understanding that they are a powerful lever is an important thing.
Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Well, when we come back, the internet is calling it the package from hell. Find out what it was that gave one family a hell of a time.
Did you see this? It says most people are going to need long-term care that health insurance and Medicare won't cover.
I saw that, and it got me thinking, if I need to pay for home modifications or in-home care, I am not prepared. Are you?
Not really. I mean, whatever happens, I just want to know that I'll be able to get care and stay in my own home as I age.
Right? I want that too. So,
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. And with the rain, snow, and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Get your free roof assessment today. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota. Get 5.99% APR for up to 60 months on your favorite Toyota certified used models. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Boats and houseboats
Just like a home on the lake.
in an awesome small town on a huge lake in North Idaho.
It's different and beautiful and just a little piece of heaven.
Fly the Northwest over Bayview. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Join me Thursday at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar for our Golden Bachelor Watch Party.
Only 2 more episodes of The Golden Bachelor. Get awesome food and drinks and enter to win great prizes from Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar, Active for Life, and Apple Valley News Now.
It's not what you park in your driveway that makes it home. At McCurley, we understand that. And that's why we go beyond the transaction to provide a complete ownership experience. Because it's the people, the experiences, and the memories awaiting you that make it home. And your vehicle is how you get there.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book posted at bimart.com. There's 16 pages of great store-wide savings, including everything you need to fill the pantry for the holidays. At Bi-Mart, our members save more every day.
The Huskies, the Beavers, Saturday at 4:30. Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look close to home. In Ellensburg, we have wind gusts today up to 20 miles per hour. Cloudy conditions will be affecting all of us. We see those lower 50s in Kittitas County. Patchy fog through the morning in Yakima, lower 50s across the entire region. That fog will be heading out after around 7 a.m. today. Mid to lower 50s in the Mid-Columbia. We do have a chance of showers this morning, both in the Tri-Cities, also in Walla Walla today. So we see those mid to lower 50s in the Columbia Basin and in the Blue Mountain region. Mid to lower 50s as well across our entire area today. Again, that chance of showers, that's your close to home forecast. I'll have more details coming up.
Thanks, Riley. We know a lot of people are getting into their Christmas shopping. That means a lot of packages being delivered, but a mother and son fell victim to what's being called the package from hell. Not so much what was in it, it's what happened when they stepped on it. CNN's Jeannie Most reports.
It's the modern day equivalent of Charlie Chaplin slipping on a banana peel. But instead of a peel, it was a package from Amazon that took out mother and son.
Look, a package. Don't step on it. Ooh, you okay? You didn't see that there, did you? What is this, a package from hell? Jeez.
The package from hell had viewers in stitches. I'm going to hell. I laughed too hard. What part did you think was the funniest part?
When Mommy fell.
Says nearly 4-year-old William, especially after Mommy, Kristen Warrener, had just said to him,
You didn't see that there, did you?
And neither did you.
The Maryland mom says she was trying to scoot around the package, but rolled her ankle instead. Yikes.
The big question I've been asked was, are my bones made of rubber?
Because she got right up, uninjured.
That was crazy.
You did the better on the knee.
There's one thing Mom definitely did do best. People were very impressed that you didn't drop the baby.
Yeah.
Her 8-month-old stayed safe in her arms.
Yeah, I was actually very impressed with myself. I don't know how that happened.
Everyone wanted to know, so what was in this package from hell? Turns out just some liners for an air fryer, and now they've become a one-liner.
The package from hell.
Jeannie Most, CNN.
This is the package from hell.
New York.
You did the better on the knee.
God.
You can always trust kids to tell the truth, right?
Oh, definitely. That's just mom power. Just
hanging on to the baby.
Hanging on to the baby. I love that she kind of